Hello, good evening, everyone. It's the second Monday of January 2024, and this is the first Zoom meeting of GPMS Philippines representatives, of course, with Sister Mariana Planels.
Hello,
Hello.
magandang gabi po.
Yes, we're still waiting for the others, but we can share some updates for
Yeah.
those who are viewing this on video. Yes, sister. Do you have anything to share?
Yeah, we've been speaking because we had a contributors meeting last week, and all the last contributors meetings were about like getting things clearer. And because sometimes like we speak things over and over, but apparently we need to keep reiterating because these truths that we speak of, like the value, the intrinsic value, is the only thing that exists. There's no external value. We can say it 100 times, and we cannot like grasp, really live as we believe that fully. It's like we say, yeah, 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 we are the value, but then you go on, looking for gold or looking for, make a business where you can get more profit, or you say, no, 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 I'm all with the divine plan and everything, but I'm just going to buy some land just in case. So those fears of lack come in. And if you're still putting value in the outside, it's just saying that you still have some fear based ideas and you still do not actually believe that the only value is inside. If all the value is inside, you don't need to go and fetch something in the outside to make you feel worthy. You don't need to go to work and and have money in return to feel worthy. You don't need a certificate of titles like me with being a doctor. The last certificate that it was the one that I wanted the most, the doctorate. I barely had it in my hands. I did like, oh, it came by mail. Oh, great. Well, I'll check about it later. I was already moving and packing, so I didn't care about. That is not gonna tell me that I'm worthy. That paper is not gonna say that I know about medicine. So that's a lot of things that we need to actually like reflect on it. Spend a little bit of time every time that we're gonna like search for a recognition in the outside. What is it for? Do you really need it? If you really knew what you are and how important that it is that each one of you are here at this time, if you still cannot believe that, I encourage you to spend a little bit of time every day saying, okay, every day I'm waking up. I'm not controlling that either because we go to sleep and but we do wake up the other day. We have a purpose for being here. And that's what we need to discover. We're all important. And I would say, and I would state as a fact that in this time of humanity, not only we all must go more into this idea and live as we really understand that the value is within, but also accept that there is a huge shift. And I would like to hear also, sister, what you gotta say, because I know I've been guided like to see a few videos, but they all said the same. Paradigm shattering year. Things are gonna change a lot, and the power is going to be brought again from the outside to the inside. A lot of people they're understanding, they're selling their homes, selling their lives to have like the money to just go around and just trust that everything is going to be as it's going to be. And more people are going in this trust because they feel the value inside, so you can trust and you can move and live more in that way. not being fearful, oh, can I ask money here? I need money there. Money will appear, or the things that you were going to buy with the money, and even save you one step of doing the money thing. So it's just get a little bit on this trust avenue, because this is what this year is all about. I heard a lot about increased intuition, and again knowing that the value is within. Also all the valuable things like inner authority, inner guidance, inner knowing, it's gonna get stronger and stronger. So we're gonna see people also, apparently that's what I heard, following less the leaders outside, that they also put their value in that and say, no, I'm gonna start listening to this leader, not to the other ones that are still promising what more material things. It's it's crazy that we've been down this route for so long, and we know it's not, it's not the way. So this year it's gonna be a big eye opener, and I all I wish for all the brothers and sisters is to start doing these reflections on your own, and to start believing and trusting in yourself, because it's not the universe is gonna take you there, maybe in a not that pleasant way. Maybe you go into despair a few times saying, nah, I lost my job, I don't got money, my partner doesn't love me, or my family doesn't speak to me. Then you always go out on the other side saying, okay, that happened, but I'm okay. And then you move on and you meet other peoples that are more in your frequency, that will help you start create the new. We don't focus on the old that was all based on external value. So this year it's gonna be shaken in every possible way, I think. I don't know how you see in the Philippines, how people started the year.
Um, Here in the Philippines, I have witnessed some rallies, especially with those jeepney drivers, because of the planned transport, how they term that, modernization. So those ones affected are the jeepney drivers, because the government is planning to phase out their jeepneys. The jeepneys that the Filipinos are famous for, the government is planning to phase it all out and replace it with aircon vehicles that is made in China. And so that idea is, to most of the drivers, they are not agreeing to that. And another observation I have, some organizations or groups are uh, teaching the natural law or customary law to some Filipinos. They are the ones that I can say are the awakened ones, that somehow they have this idea that the existing system, the administration, is going to change, but not from within. There is a new one that has to replace the old system. So they are introducing the concept that the ancient tribes, the our ancestors, are the ones who has the close connection to the spiritual. And before, in our history that we have been told, um the ancient ones, they were, I should say it in Tagalog na Sila po, yung ating mga katutubo, sila yung itinuring ng sibilisasyon natin ngayon na mga sinauna at mga walang gaanong kaalaman. But in reality, sila po yung mas may malawak na kaalaman, spiritual connection sa ating prime source creator at sa kalikasan, sa planet Earth na kung ituring natin ay Mother Nature. Dahil tayo pong mga nilikha na tao sa mundo is may close na connection sa ating kalikasan. We are one with nature. So, kung ano man po yung mga kahalagahan ng nature na nilikha ng dakilang may kapal is mas mataas ang value or halaga nating mga tao kaysa doon sa mga creations na yon. So, yun po yung sinasabi na intrinsic value of humans. Yun yung ipinapaliwanag sa atin ng GPMS na kailangan nating matanggap na tayo ay mayroong intrinsic value, yun po yung inilihim sa atin, itinago sa ating kamalayan na ngayon po ay kailangang malaman ng bawat isa at through GPMS, iyan po yung ipapakita ngayon sa atin na tutumbasan yan ng salapi, ng pera para maintindihan po ng lahat ng tao sa buong mundo kung ano yung intrinsic value na mayroon tayo na napakahalaga at mas mataas kaysa anumang bagay o anumang nilikha sa buong mundo. We are worthy. Tayo po ay mas mahigit pa sa mga ginto, sa mga diamante, sa mga kung ano-anong bagay sa mundo na hinahanap ng iba at pinipilit na mahukay, mahanap at maiahon para ang iniisip na yun ang mag-aangat sa kanilang kabuhayan. Hindi po. Iyon yung ating matutuklasan at mararanasan kapag tayo ay nagkaisa, nag-unite para ang GPMS po ay mai-implement na at maiparanas na sa lahat ng tao sa buong mundo kung gaano tayo kahalaga bilang mga tao. Atin po ang planeta, atin ang lahat ng mga bagay, kaisa tayo ng buong universe sa pag-aari ng lahat ng nandito na nakikita natin. Yan po yung intrinsic value ng bawat isa. Ipararanas na po sa atin yan. Kailangan lang nating mag-unite, magkaisa, lahat ng tao sa buong mundo para yan po ay maranasan mula bata, mula sanggol, hanggang sa ating mga seniors, lahat ng klase ng taong nabubuhay ngayon, makakaranas po niyan. Equal, pantay-pantay. Kailangan lang po nating magkaisa. Yun po yung ating ginagawa ngayon sa phase 1 ng GPMS. Iniipon natin ang mga tao para sa pagdating ng implementation na ito ng divine plan sa phase 3.
Also, sister, if you can also, because a lot of people they're like after the gold mainly, also diamonds, but gold. If you see like the gold being like this metal that it's transformed into metal, but you can find it in various forms all over Earth. It's a part of Earth that also we're taking without its permission, giving it a fictitious value because some people thought of it, and the people that thought of it are the ones that collected a great amount. And now they're saying to the people, all the gold that I have, if you do this or this or this, maybe you're gonna have in the future. Well, that feels like we're being treated as stupid. So I don't even want to talk about that. But being in the narrative that these people talk, they say that it's scarce. that there's a limited amount and only a few people would have it. Why would I go and try to get more of those that it's inside of all of this story? And more when you get to know how people are treated, the people that are actually like in mines, getting gold or in diamonds, and you see how they live, and it's like we were all slaves, work having different jobs in the system, but that was like the slave of the slave of the slave system. The conditions in what they work, we cannot be saying that it's okay. So if we continue to give value to these things, material things, that to get them, we need a lot of humans doing super slave work under extreme conditions, even torture. Why would we do that to our brothers and sisters? There's a lot of things that we've been tolerating that now it's like, no more. Like, stop it. We cannot take things like if we own them. We are the guardians of Mother Earth. We cannot like take their things and do whatever we want with them. It's like I taking a hand out of somewhere and then doing like using it to play soccer. It's crazy if you really think about this kind of things. So we're are also not availing not to any kind of putting the value in something that to get that something a lot of people are dying to get it. The same with oil that they say that it reduced how many oil plants like exploded, how many lives of people working in those stations that, and I'm going to leave you with that, how many hours are away from their homes, their loved ones. I saw one of those guys that works in those places that they have to be abroad a lot, and he had a sign and he said, in 20 years, the only ones that are going to remember how much you worked is your children. Because your children are going to say, what? No, my dad was never there. He was there for the corporations, but not for me. All those things, they gotta stop. Welcome, Thelma. And I saw Oscar there too.
Yes. Hello, Sister Telma.
So also,
Hello,
sis,
sis.
if you can. Hi, Thelma. Lovely. Uh,
Hello.
I saw you were working like with the lists and doing things.
Yeah,
Always working, sister. We're all full of papers. Yeah,
I
trying to
have,
make this
I
forward.
have, still, I have still a lot to encode.
Wow.
Awesome. Thelma,
Madami
and
pandami.
I would like to say that there's also people like from other parts of the world that they would say that they would also help in encoding if it gets to a point, because again, what we're talking about, the intrinsic value, the self-worth and everything, it's also being kind to yourself. We absolutely appreciate that there's a lot of people encoding a lot of names, but also it's time for once when needed to ask for assistance, to ask for help, because it wouldn't be loving you, and it's not the world that we want to create to do some like super extra job. Like, love yourself first of all. I would say first love yourself, then spread GPMS, because GPMS it's about loving ourselves and then uniting to create a world where everybody loves themselves. So there will be love all around. So just uh, bear in mind that there's a contributors Telegram group, and there's also other groups in the GCs and everything that people could assist. We only would have to take into consideration to see that we're not like duplicating. Maybe if one does assistance to once and then to another, and one doesn't do it. But well, always ask uh, for assistance if you need some. Please, that goes to you, Sister Lodi, too, that you're doing also a lot. So, maraming salamat for all you do, girls.
Yes, that's true. Brother Den and Brother Dean and Sister Beatrice, they are offering their assistance for the encoding And so I'm sorting the files that I have from my emails of 2 to 3 years ago before sending it to them, because I know it's very tasking for me, because what I am doing here is the photos they are sending me through messenger, I am writing it down on paper so that I can easily type and glance at the paper rather than zooming out the photo from the cell phone and then typing it. So it really takes time to encode. And with the
Yeah, I
files,
have my yes, yes.
yes, with the files that I have from uh way back, we have gathered almost 1 million if I will include the names we have submitted with my other teammates, because the teammates I am referring to are, I have a group from Bulacan, and then I have another group like me on the level of contribution to that organization from
Mm.
Rizal, Laguna, Batangas, um, Quezon City provinces. So I from Bulacan, and then other provinces, there are also representatives. So if I can reach out to those who are
Mm.
also holding names more than mine, it's
Mm.
it's a very large number of names, if that
I'm
can
also
be included.
thinking, sister, more in a analogic way now. Because when we were saying yesterday, I don't know, like for example, like in Quezon City, I know that there's a lot of barangays, but I don't know if it's a place like a municipality of something. Because maybe one could go and put like not you again. We can do it and imagine how to write it, and then give it to someone that lives there, and maybe someone can find a printer so they can print it also uh, in honor, to have like a little notice also that maybe saying all those that had signed up for the ayuda are now being transported will be to GPMS. Anybody else that wants to know more about this, please contact also, and to put it like physically some papers in some of these places. I don't know if that could be done. I'm just saying it's an idea, because we're doing the public notice to people that they had the ayuda to know that now, as they have given you like the authorization of saying whatever you find that is gonna make my life better, we're gonna go there. Well, now GPMS, it's the ultimate thing for that. But maybe we could do like some signs to for the ayuda people, to say all the ones that are now being put for GPMS. If you don't want this, or anybody want more information, please contact. That would be a nice way to also put it out.
Yes,
I don't know what you think, sis.
when I shared that information in our GC with the Bulacan instructors, one of them volunteered also that if ever I need more help, more hands, and he's willing to participate. So I still have the GCs, the group chats with other instructors. So um, hopefully some of them will show interest or even curiosity of what is GPMS all about. Then planting the seeds, continue planting the seeds, and someday it will grow. That's what I'm hoping for.
We know it will be fast. I just was hearing something, and I will say it because I think it will help us all with more hope and strength, that this 2024, you know that since a long time, well, since 2000, then 2012, everybody says like there's going to be a lot of change, there's going to be a lot of change. But while you're in it, you don't see that much change. So you always say, come on, come on. And they actually were saying like, this year, you know what, I have to say this, but it's like, you know, put on your seatbelts. Because if you've been saying like, oh come on, it's gonna go like super fast. It's gonna like advance. Like a word also that was said that is interesting, that it comes from physics, but it's discontinuity. So we're used to linear time. No? So you put an egg to boil, you have to wait 5 minutes for the egg to boil. Well, now we can get put in the egg and it's boiled. Those 5 minutes now it would be like a jump. You don't have to go through this. So apparently this year's we're gonna have a lot of like jumps that are gonna help. So I would say like the most important thing is to try to always be in our hearts. And that means actually trying not to give energy to any emotion, thought, or idea that has a little bit of fear in it. No, when fear is present, it's because our mind is talking. When the heart is talking, we have no fear. We just have love. We have trust. We have this wonderful connection, divine connection that I had to stop myself because I see you now, Lodi, and Thelma, and it's like I'm hugging you, man. It's crazy what we're doing, and
Yes.
and it's happening. And I feel this is the year that we're gonna start like we will be able to see more things, and that will give like oof. Imagine if we're being strong and doing things for this long with some help and some pushes, how it will be. I'm feeling like that's why I felt also like to make a little visit also to the Philippines. But again, if any philanthropist is out there, if you want to help, because again, I was saying, you know, I can manage to get there. We can sleep like with Lodi, like they're in the floor in your thing that warms in your mat. But it's like if we had like some like real help, we can just rent, you know, 3 cars, invite everyone over, and just do so much. But just an idea, just a wish for this 2024. We'll keep putting it
You,
out there.
if you will visit here, you can stay here free.
Thank you, Sister Delma. Thank you
Yes, you
so
can
much.
stay here free.
Oh, thank you so much, sister. Yes, I'm with that energy that is like you want to just like the only contagious thing that it says, it's not germs. It's love, it's excitement. That is so contagious. And I feel that I'm like, I catched it. Now I want to spread it. This sensation of yeah, that's the last thing I'm gonna say is like we, all the ones that are here and all the ones that will be listening to this, that we're actually putting ourselves to make this happen. We wouldn't be doing this if we didn't know that it's the ultimate solution, because we've been seeking for so long and we always like, oh, this is not it. This is not it. We have the certainty that this is it, and that is the hope that we want to spread, because it's pure GPMS, it's pure, it's transparent, and it goes in harmony with what we truly are, with this loving fraternity. So let's hope we can all
And with
get
that,
there.
we are 1 minute on this session, but I will reopen the room after we ended this one. So, everybody join again
Yeah.
this
Hi,
session.
Mel. Let's see if Oscar's comes back. Also, Rebecca, I don't know if can, can you can you
I
speak,
know.
or can we see the video? Yeah, but we'll meet as soon as it finishes. We go again to
Yes,
link.
yes. Join back,
Same link.
join back. It will take just a while.
Awesome. Now we know it. Nobody wants to speak because you don't want to be cut. It's like we